Now, this is a very, very interesting ECG because we are going to see very interesting thing. Now, when we see that in here we have the two R waves, and suddenly there is huge drop in heart rate. So the heart rate is very varying. These two R wave they have come back to back, but after this R wave, it has taken so much time to for a new R wave. So there has been ventricular contraction after so long time. So what is that? This condition can be like it can be sinus bradycardia, it can be um, complete heart block, it can be Mobitz 2 heart block. So we need to find whether this is a block or sinus bradycardia or something else. Now we know that if it is complete heart block, the heart rate has to be around 40. In here, the heart rate is around 70, and this basically there should be atrioventricular dissociation to call it as complete heart block. Means there should not be any relation between atria and ventricle. Here, each and every P wave is followed by QRS. Each and every P. Each P is followed by QRS. It means okay, this is not complete heart block. It can be Mobitz 2 heart block, but for Mobitz 2 heart block, what is most important mandatory thing is key there should be a P wave. There can be a constant PR interval like in this ECG. So here in here, what we can see that the PR wave, the PR distance is almost constant always. But to have a QRS drop, there should be some P wave here. There should be some P which does not show any QRS. So there should be a P and there is QRS is definitely not there. Then only we can call it as Mobitz 2 heart block. So to call it as Mobitz 2 heart block, there can be definitely a constant PR distance or interval. The PR will be constant, but there has to have some P wave with no QRS. But here the P wave is not at all there. So if you see here, the P wave is not at all there, whereas this P is very well visible here. The P is very well visible here, but here is not any P wave. That is because this ECG shows a very interesting thing that is called sinus exit block. Now, what is this sinus exit block is? We know that all these P waves are because of the contraction of the atria. That is because of the depolarization of the atria. So this is because of the depolarization of the atria. That is the reason why we get P wave. So this P wave, this originates into the atria, it travels to AV node, and then from AV node it goes to ventricle. So to have a visible P wave, this P wave should get from this sinoatrial node, it should exit from this and it should travel to AV node. Then only you can see this P wave. But what happens many of the times, this SA node does not cause contraction, or there is no depolarization of SA node at all. So the P will not originate, or the P will not get transferred to AV node. So this P wave will not get conducted. As this P wave is not get this as this impulse is not conducted, it means that this impulse does not exit the SA node at all. So it does not exit. That is the reason why you does not see that P wave. But exactly after the particular time where the next P has to come, automatically the next P wave will come, the next impulse will come. So that next P will definitely on exact time of the next P wave. For example, see the distance between this P wave and this P wave. So what is the distance? The distance is like there is a this one's large box, these two large box, this is the second large box, this is one large box, this is two large box, and this is around three large box and three large boxes and around two small boxes. So the next P wave, the next normal P wave will definitely come only after three large boxes and two small boxes. But in this case, that has not happened. But from wherever the next P has to come, it will 100% occur. So for example, you can simply calculate the distance between this P and this P. So how many boxes, large boxes are there? This is one large box, this is two large box, this is three large box, this is four large box, this is five large box, this is six large box. So six large boxes are there, and we know that the exact duration or the exact distance between the two p waves is three large boxes and two small boxes. Here what has happened, one is completely skipped, which was supposed to be here, but the next was supposed to come exactly after three large boxes and two small boxes, which is here. So 3.2 into 2 is 6.4. So exactly after 6 large box and 1, 2, 3, 4, the next P has appeared. So it was only one particular P which did not origin, which did not pass. So what we call it as is sinoatrial or P wave block or sinus exit block. We call it a sinus exit block because the P wave failed to exit from sinoatrial wave, the sinoatrial node. That is the reason why it is not visible. So as P is not there, QRS will not be there. But exactly after that particular time, the next P will come and the QRS will rejoin. Thank you.